Hi everybody, it's Deborah from PeopleLovingAnimals.com. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching my video today. Today's video is called 5 Ways to Stop a Cat from Scratching Furniture. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to stop a cat from scratching furniture. We're going to talk about why cats scratch furniture, and we're also going to talk about what not to do when your cat is scratching the furniture. So I hope that you'll stay with me. Let's go ahead and get started in the video. If you have been here before, you know my name is Deborah and I have a website called PeopleLovingAnimals.com. We're on the website today. We're going to use this article called How to Stop a Cat from Scratching Furniture for today's video. I'm going to give you a link to this article in the description box of today's video, and I'm also going to give you the links to anything we talk about in the video in the description box. So go ahead and relax. If you want to get in and read this whole article later, you can. We're just going to use it today for kind of as a guide for our video. So again, thanks so much for watching. If this video is helpful to you at all today, I would appreciate it if you would please give it a like. It really helps YouTubers when you do that. And also, if you would like more content about the health, care, and training of dogs and cats, go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm doing a video about once a week or so, and I would also love it if you would visit my website, PeopleLovingAnimals.com. I'm going to give you a link for that in the description box as well. Also, at the end of today's video, I'm going to have a little free gift for you. So again, thanks so much for watching. I hope I can help you out today. First of all, why do cats scratch furniture? Cat scratching furniture is just as normal as meowing or purring. It's what they do. It's what a cat does. Not necessarily scratching furniture, but this act of scratching. It's what cats do. Let's talk about why. The first reason they do it is it's stretching. Scratching the furniture allows a cat to fully stretch and extend their body and also extend and retract their claws. Now remember that cats are predatory animals. They catch things. They kill things. They have a primal desire to do this in preparation for catching prey. Also, because it's exercise, they like to stay limber, alert, and strong. And again, this is a primal urge of theirs. It's a primal desire because they are a predatory animal and they got to stay in shape if they're going to hunt. Also, they just like it. Cats just enjoy the sensation of scratching, and unfortunately, your furniture is something that just feels really good to them to scratch on. It also helps with shedding their claws. If you've ever had a cat for any length of time, you might occasionally find a little cat claw around the house. And when I first discovered that 100 years ago, the first time I found one of those, I said, oh, the cat was injured. The cat's not injured. They literally like grow new claws underneath. So the old claw will fall off as the new one grows in. And this scratching on stuff helps to make that happen. Okay? Also, it's a way to mark their territory. This is a little bit more prevalent in male cats, but females will do it as well. When a cat scratches something, it leaves a feline pheromone behind, and the pheromones are secreted from between the pads of their paws, and they can be detected by other cats. Also, obviously, the scratch marks that they're making on the furniture or wherever they're scratching can be seen by other cats. So again, it's a territorial thing, marking their territory, making themselves known, especially if you have other animals in the house. They might tend to do that a little bit more. So that's sort of the reasons why they do it. Trying to get a cat not to scratch is really don't even try it, because it's part of being a cat. It's part of the enjoyment of being a cat. They're always going to do it. Your best bet is to teach them where it's okay to scratch. Now, I know that you've heard this advice before. Get him a scratching post. Maybe you've already gotten a scratching post for your cat. He won't use it. Hang with me. Don't click out. We're going to help you by the end of this video, I promise. First of all, the best solution if your cat is scratching your furniture is to get them a scratching post. Now, this is an effective solution. Place the scratching post in the area of your home where your cat typically likes to scratch. Like, for example, if your cat is ripping apart your couch, put the scratching post next to the couch. Obviously, this is a place where the cat enjoys scratching. If you can, get a scratching post that's made out of a similar texture or fabric to whatever it is your cat's been scratching on. Now, also realize that there are two types of scratching posts or things for cats to scratch on. I'm going to show you these, horizontal and vertical. Okay, so think about this. If your cat stands on the couch, like on the couch cushions, and scratches, then you might replace that with a vertical scratching post, or I'm sorry, a horizontal scratching post. Let me show you what I mean. Let me get my fat head out of the way here. Sorry. This is what I mean by a horizontal scratching post. You see, if they like to stand on something and scratch, if they're standing on your bed, if they're standing on a chair or the couch and they're scratching, you might replace it with this sort of a scratching post. If they are scratching like the side of your couch or the arm of the couch, or they go up the back of the recliner and they scrape, they could also be scraping the woodwork, they could be scraping the wall, then you might want to replace that with a vertical scratching post such as this. Okay, so pay attention to that. If your cat won't scratch on one of these, he might scratch on one of these. Okay, we're going to talk about a couple more things here. Also, you might there's a couple more things you can do to make the scratching post inviting to your cat so he'll actually like it. You can get one with some sort of toys hanging from it like this, especially if you have a young cat. And what might happen is they go up to play with that and they want to hit that little ball around, and in the meantime they scratch and they think, oh, this is kind of cool, and then they adopt the scratching post to scratch on. It'll get them over to it. It'll get them want to be around it. That'll get them to think that it's a fun thing, and hopefully it will help them to want to use the scratching post. Now I'm going to give you a link to that horizontal scratcher, and also I'm going to give you a link for Amazon to go ahead and purchase a scratching post. You're going to see all kinds of varieties, and again, pay attention to the fabric. Try to get something similar if you can to whatever your cat has been scratching on, and also take into account whether you should get the horizontal one or if you should get the vertical one. Okay. Now, how to teach your cat how to use the scratching post. Like I said, get one that might have some sort of toy on it, because if you have a young cat, that might be a very good way to get them to be attracted to the scratching post. Now, whenever your cat scratches on the furniture, gently redirect him to the scratching post. Keep making that a positive experience for your cat with your tone of voice, with petting, with praising. Even give him a treat when he scratches on the scratching post, or when he starts playing at the scratching post, give him a treat. Make that whole scratching post a positive experience for your cat. A constant and repetitive redirection to the scratching post will work. You might also try applying feline pheromone spray or catnip to the new scratching post. Both of these will attract your cat to the scratching post and encourage him to use it. So let's just recap really quickly. Pick a scratching post that matches whatever your cat is currently scratching, whether it's horizontal or vertical. Okay, get something with some toys on it, something to attract him if you have a young cat. Whenever your cat is, put either a female pheromone spray on the scratching post or catnip. And then whenever your cat is scratching on the furniture, gently redirect the cat to the scratching post. Keep doing it repetitively. And when they're at the scratching post, you give positive reinforcement in the form of talking in a cute voice to them, petting them, or even giving them a treat. If they start scratching on the scratching post, give them a treat. You want them to have a cause and effect there. Oh, if I do this, scratching on the furniture, I get moved to the scratching post. If I scratch on the scratching post, I get a treat. They will figure it out. Cats are highly intelligent animals, but you have to be repetitive, consistent. Just keep gently moving them over to the new scratching post. And like I say, do these things to make that scratching post very attractive to your cat. So the first step is to get your cat a scratching post. You've got to give your cat something to scratch on. Like I said, don't just think you're going to break your cat of scratching. You're not. You have to give your cat something to scratch on. Number two, provide another alternative. Something like a thick, knobby piece of carpet or a throw rug might be something you could provide and allow your cat to scratch on. If you can't afford to purchase a scratching post, for example, maybe just go to the dollar store, go to Walmart, look at the rugs like bath mats and kitchen mats, and try to get one that's knobby, something that's scratchy, rough, almost like a rope texture. You may be able to pick something like that up cheap at the dollar store or Walmart. Put that down for your cat, and again, you would use the same steps. You would spray that with the feline pheromone, put a little catnip on it, and again, anytime your cat is scratching on the furniture, you gently redirect your cat to that rug that you bought. Okay, just redirect. It's just another alternative for giving your cat something else to scratch on. Number 3 is make wherever your cat is scratching unpleasant for them. Okay, whatever they're scratching on, make it unpleasant. Now you can do that with double-sided sticky tape. You can see a picture of it here. I'm going to give you a link to that in the description box. There's a whole selection of them. Obviously, if the cat gets on the couch and they're trying to scratch and there's double-sided sticky tape, they don't like that. You could also use tin foil. Now, these do not have to be a permanent part of your decor. They will be temporary while you're teaching the cat to go to the scratching post instead. So it's going to give you a little extra ammunition because you've provided the scratching post, you've showed them the scratching post, you've made the scratching post effective. They still want to go over to the couch. Well, now you've made the couch unpleasant for them. They don't want to scratch on tin foil and they don't want to scratch on this double-sided tape. Okay, so that's something you can do in the meantime. Number 4 is trim your cat's nails regularly. You may have to have your vet's office do this if your cat won't cooperate. I know some cats will rip your face off if you try to trim their nails. Don't risk your face. Just have the vet do it. And you might be able to set something up with your local vet's office if you are a customer of theirs where you could take your cat in every 3 or 4 weeks and they might charge you a small fee to go ahead and trim the cat's nails. Kind of like girls when we go to the hairdresser. Doesn't your hairdresser say, come back, I'll trim your bangs for you for free. You don't need an appointment. Just come in, I'll trim your bangs for you. You might be able to set up something like that with your vet's office for your cat. I am also giving you a link in the article and also in the description box for an article by PetMD on exactly how to trim your cat's nails and how often to do it. So go ahead and check that out if you want to try doing it yourself. Now, you might have a hard time trimming your cat's nails. It is worth it if you're going to be able to save your furniture. And once your cat starts using the scratching post, trimming their nails won't be necessary as often, if at all. If you can get them to use a scratching post and they're taking care of their own nails by doing that, you may not have to have their nails trimmed very often or do it yourself very often. But in the meantime, while you're teaching them, it would be a good thing to do to trim their nails because now they don't have such a need to scratch because their nails are well, short and taken care of. Do you understand? The 5th idea is to use a furniture protector. Now, at the beginning of the article, you can see a picture of what that looks like. You see this, it's kind of like a cover over the side of the couch where the cat's been scratching. I'm going to give you a link to some of those in the description box. You can find them on Amazon. They have all different types. Now, teaching your cat to use a scratching post rather than the furniture is the best thing to do. But in the meantime, while you're teaching your cat, you might try a furniture protector. And also, the furniture protector is not going to be inviting to the cat. It's one more way to make wherever they've been scratching not as pleasant, not as inviting to them. But don't just skip to number 5 and go invite furniture protectors and say, oh, he's not going to scratch on the furniture anymore, because all that's going to do, it's going to deter him from scratching the side of the couch, but he's going to go look for someplace else to scratch. Okay, next thing you know, he's going up your curtains. Next thing you know, he's scratching on the back of the recliner. Next thing you know, he's scratching the side of your headboard or your woodwork or your oak kitchen. Okay, so again, these are things that we're doing while we're teaching the cat to use the scratching post. So if you want to put the furniture protectors on, it will help to deter the cat from scratching, say, on the arm of the couch. But that's something you're doing while you're teaching him to use the scratching post. Okay, so I hope these 5 ideas are helping you. Now stay with me. I'm going to give you a little bit more help with your cat. All right, now we said we were going to talk about what not to do. What not to do when your cat is scratching the furniture. First of all, don't scare them away. Let's talk about this because this is something that is often recommended on the internet for if your cat's scratching on the furniture, start clapping your hands or, beep a horn or something. And it can be effective because obviously your cat is scratching and they're having a negative experience. They're startled. Okay, but you want to be careful with that. And it really should be a last resort because startling your cat, it could have negative results. It's teaching your cat to fear you, and it will likely not be effective long term. Remember that cats get stressed out very easily, and this can lead to a whole bunch of behavioral issues. I'm going to give you a link to my article about 10 things that stress your cats out. I'm going to give you the link to that, but you need to understand that cats who are stressed out, they can have a lot of issues. Like, for example, I have a video on this YouTube channel called How to Get Your Cat to Stop Urinating in the House. I have another video called How to Get Your Cat to Stop Urinating on Your Bed. One of the reasons they'll not use the litter box is because something happened to them in the litter box. Do you see what I mean? Like they were in the litter box and the dog came by, or the kids rattled by with a train set, or you had the litter box next to the back door, and just as they were using the litter box, somebody came through the back door. It does not take much to startle a cat, and then a cat will have a very good memory. They will remember that. Do you see? So if anything startling happens to the cat in the litter box, he thinks it's got something to do with the litter box. He doesn't want to go back to the litter box. So I'm just using this as an example of how scaring your cat, startling your cat, can have negative consequences for you down the road as far as behavioral issues. If a cat is freaked out, if they're frightened in their home, I had a vet tell me once that urinary tract infections are very common in stress cats. She referred to it as stress cats. Cats who are stressed out in their environment, they will often have urinary tract infections. Well, first of all, that makes it so the cat doesn't want to pee in the litter box. So now you got a cat peeing problem. And also you've got a vet bill. You've got to take the cat to the vet. They have to have a urinalysis. They have to have antibiotics because they have this urinary tract infection. They're in pain. Also, a cat who is stressed out, startled, they will begin often to be aggressive. You might end up having a problem with your cat biting your children, these sorts of things. So it's not only unkind to, startle your cat for any reason, but it might end up coming back to bite you in the ass, because you might end up with all these behavioral issues with your cat that were caused by that. So again, this is something not to do. Again, use the advice that I'm giving you to gently redirect your cat to the scratching post. Now, while we're on the subject of don't scare them, when I say gently redirect them to the scratching post, I mean gently. Don't say, get off of that couch and grab the couch, cat and throw them on the scratching post. Do you see what I mean? You don't want to startle them. You don't want it to be a negative experience, and you want the scratching post to be seen by your cat as a positive thing. Okay, so don't create a negative experience for your cat. It's never the right thing to do in any circumstance. It's never the right thing to do. Okay. Also, don't use a scratch deterrent spray. They sell them on Amazon. All that's going to do is teach your cat to find somewhere else to scratch. Like I said, you're not going to break the cat of the scratching. If the cat's scratching on the couch and you spray the couch with the deterrent spray, first of all, it's going to cause sneezing and coughing. It's not good for your cat to ingest these things. And also, all they're going to do is they're going to go find someplace else to scratch. So again, go back to my advice and take the time to teach your cat how to scratch on the scratching post instead of your furniture. Now, there's an interruption here in my article, so I'm going to use it to interrupt the video briefly. It's an invitation to go ahead and subscribe to my cat lovers email list. I'm giving you a link in the description box, and I said I would have a free gift for you. If you subscribe to the cat lovers email list, you'll get a little free gift. It's a little ebook on how to stop bad cat behavior. That'll be a little free gift. And also, if you're subscribed to that list, about once a week or so, you will get an email from peoplelovinganimals.com, and it'll be all about the care and health and training of cats. I think that you'll find it very helpful and valuable. And if not, you can unsubscribe from that list at any time, but I want to go ahead and invite you to subscribe for that, and I'll give you that little free gift. Again, what not to do about your cat scratching on the furniture. Do not declaw your cat. Now, that has been made illegal in many states, in many countries. Now, according to PETA, PETA is the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. I'm sure you've heard of them. I'm quoting one of their articles. Declawing is a violent, invasive, painful, and unnecessary mutilation that involves 10 separate amputations, not just of the cat's nails, but of their joints as well. Its long-term effects include skin and bladder problems and the gradual gradual weakening of cats' legs, shoulders, and back muscles. And I'm going to give you a link to their article that talks more about declawing your cat and the dangers of it. I'm going to give you a link to that article. Declawing can also lead to behavior issues in the future, such as biting and aggression. If a cat doesn't have his claws, he might be aggressive. He might try to defend himself in the other ways. It's going to create a fearful cat. It's going to cause a stressed cat. And also, cats who have been declawed can experience pain in their paws for years. You may not have known that. They can experience pain in their paws for years, and this can lead to their not wanting to use the litter box because the litter hurts their paws. Now think about this. Do you want your cat looking around your house trying to find somewhere soft to pee, like your bed? Do you see what I mean? So again, I'm going to give you the article from PETA about the dangers of declawing a cat. But again, you don't have to declaw your cat. Use the steps that I'm giving you in today's video to teach your cat how to scratch on the scratching post instead. Also, I want to give you 2 resources for more help with cat training on this issue, and if you have other issues with your cat. One of them that I'm going to recommend to you is called ultimatecatsecrets.com. I'm going to give you a link not only to go and purchase that if you'd like, but I'll give you a link to my full review of it. It's a 12-part audio program that really covers not just cat training, but everything you need to know about owning a cat. I'm very impressed with it. I have been recommending it on my website, peoplelovinganimals.com, for more than 6 years now. The price of that is $37, and it comes with a 100% money-back guarantee. And again, that's a 12-part audio program that you can listen to anywhere. It's not on CD. You download it, so you can listen from your phone, your laptop, your iPad, okay? The other one I'm giving you is called Complete. It's a complete cat training guide, and it's from kingdomofpets.com. If you're not familiar with them, they're a great source of information to help you with your pet. This is a downloadable ebook. It is jam-packed with information on how to solve 25 real-life cat behavioral issues. It includes the best cat training techniques and step-by-step instructions. Again, I'm quite impressed with it. I'm going to give you a link to purchase it, and that also is $37 and comes with a 100% money-back guarantee. So if you need some more help with your cat, I hope that you'll try out one of those 2 things. Finally, please be patient with your kitty. By the way, this is one of mine. If you've been here before, you've seen this little sweetie. She lived to be 20 years old. I love her so much. I miss her. I miss her a lot. That cat slept at the foot of my bed for 20 years. And when I lost her, I was just beyond devastated. She was my girl. She was a beautiful beautiful cat inside and out. But be patient with your kitty. Always be kind to your cat. Never hit your cat. Never yell at them. Cats are highly intelligent animals. If you show them what to do, they'll generally comply. If you are loving, kind, and affectionate with your cat, then your cat will love you. And because he loves you, he will want to please you. It is our job as pet owners to show our pets how we'd like them to behave in a way that they can understand. I hope this video has helped. One more thing before we go. If you've been here before, you know this. I donate to animal charities. I am an affiliate for some of the products and services that I talk about on my website and on my YouTube channel. I am an affiliate for Amazon, for example. I am an affiliate for the 2 cat training programs that I've talked with you about. What I do is I search for products and services that I want to recommend to people on my website, like I've recommended these things for you today. I find the ones that I like, and then I apply to the company to be an affiliate. They provide me with an affiliate link, and then if you use that affiliate link to purchase these products, I get a small commission, and I donate 10% of all of those commissions to animal charities. If you go to the homepage of my website, peoplelovinganimals.com, you will see a list of the animal charities that I donate to. I do have lots of other articles and videos on my website all about cat training, all about the health and care of cats. I would love it if you would stay a while on my YouTube channel and check out some other videos. Let me just think if there's anything else before we go. I'm going to give you a link to this article. I'm going to give you a link for Amazon for all the things that we talked about, the scratching post, the cat pheromone spray, catnip if you want to use some of that, the two-sided, the double-sided tape, all those things I'm going to give you the links to. I'll give you a link to the cat training programs in my review of Ultimate Cats, and I'm going to give you a link to go ahead and sign up for my email list to get the free gift, the little ebook on how to stop bad cat behavior. So I hope so much that today's video has helped you. I appreciate so much your visiting and watching the video all the way through. Again, if it helped you, please give a like. It helps YouTubers when you do that. I'm also asking you to please share my my YouTube channel and also my website, peoplelovinganimals.com, with your friends and family who have a dog or a cat. Again, I've been doing this now since 2015, so it's been about 6.5 years. It is my full-time job, and so I have hundreds of articles and videos all about the health and care and training of dogs and cats. So if you have a friend or a family member that's maybe having a problem with one of their animals, you might very well find information about that on my YouTube channel or on my website. And I would be so grateful if you would refer them to me. And again, 10% of all of the commissions that I earn are donated to animal charities. So feel free to comment in the comment box if you have any other ideas, if you have other things that have helped you to be successful with getting your cat to stop scratching on the furniture, and feel free to comment below if you have questions. Thank you again so much for watching. My name is Deborah, and my website is peoplelovinganimals.com. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.